Alright, so what's going on, guys? E3 obviously has passed, which sucks. Just want to get that out of there. It sucks. I mean, we all know once E3 comes here, it's awesome. Then it leaves, and it sucks. Obviously, you're still excited for the games, but it sucks because watching E3 is just awesome. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about not just Xbox's conference, but kind of just all three of the big ones. Uh, A3 was a disappointment this year. I think that a lot of people have said that. I'm going to say that because I agree with it. E3 this year wasn't as exciting as it has been in recent years. So I was a little let down. Um, I think Sony had a terrible showing. I just the one of the only new things I seen in that show was a Shadow of the Colossus remake. And for me, I don't like remasters to begin with. Like I don't like them. I don't really get excited by them. Like Halo 3 Anniversary would have been cool, but I would still been like, okay, that's a remaster. Even though Halo 3 is my favorite Halo of all time, and I would have loved to play Halo 3 Anniversary, I don't get as excited for remasters. Like I would have got way more excited for Halo 6. But Sony show I just didn't like. They showed pretty much the same games that they showed last year. The gameplay for Spider-Man looked awesome. Days Gone, I don't really think that game looks that good. It just looks like a Last of Us clone. God of War looks awesome, but I just didn't like. They opened the show with two DLCs. I don't like that. Um, Nintendo, they had a 25-minute show. Need I say more? A 25-minute show. Yes, they showed some good games in those 25 minutes, but I can't. There's no way I could give someone who had a 25-minute show the win at E3. Um, and then we get to Xboxes. Obviously, this was my most excited, most excited conference. Um, I prefer Xbox. I play on Xbox, so obviously I was more excited for this conference, just as in what was they going to show? Because this was a big E3 for Xbox. They showed Xbox One X, which is Scorpio. That comes out November 7th, $500. I would have liked for it to have been $400, but $500 is still a really good price for that console with that much power and stuff. So I'm fine with that. So Phil Spencer starts out the show saying that they're going to show 42 games, 22 with console exclusivity. So immediately I'm like, well, hot dang. And no new, first party game from Microsoft, which really, no new IP from Microsoft, which really made me mad. I don't really understand what's going on there, but that really upset me. They ended the show with a third party game, Anthem. Anthem looked freaking amazing, but if that would have been an exclusive, that would have been even like huger. But the games they showed, I was pleased with, because this was the most diverse set of games that Xbox I think has ever showed. They showed a Dragon Ball Z game, they literally showed, like, there's so many games that they showed that I'm excited for. Code Vein looked amazing. Super Lucky Tale, awesome. Crackdown 3, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2. Um, just so many games. Like I would literally have Ashen. I would have to go through and look at the list just to tell you, because there's so many games. They announced PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is coming exclusively to Xbox One this fall. Can't wait to play that. There's so many games they showed. I'm just sitting here trying to think of like a lot of the ones I saw, because there's so many. There was a lot of games in that conference that I'm excited for. Um, and so yeah, it wasn't a perfect show for Microsoft. It definitely was not a perfect show, far from a perfect show, but I think they did a pretty good job. I think they did decent enough to where I can still get excited, because here's the thing. With Xbox, from this E3 to next E3, those games that you've seen, you're gonna be able to play. You're gonna be able to play. Also, Cuphead. Cuphead finally got a release date. Looks amazing. Um, Ori and the Blind Forest 2, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. I can't wait for that game. If you haven't played the first one, although it is a very sad game, it's a masterpiece. But anyway, um, Yeah, from this E3 to next E3, you're gonna be able to play those games because those games, some of them early 2018, some of them middle 2018, some of them this fall. The thing with Sony is they show off games and they're not going to come out till later. Spider-Man probably a fall 2018, maybe 2019. Days Gone definitely 2019. That didn't even get a release year. Last of Us 2 they didn't show that, but that's probably not a 2019 or 2020 game. That's coming out then. Um, so yeah, they show off games just way too early, and I feel like that caught up to them this year. They didn't have anything else to show because they showed everything last year way too early. So all in all, the conferences could have been better. And really all conferences could have been better. But I think Microsoft showed enough, and they got me excited with a lot of the games they showed. And Metro, that game just looked amazing. So yeah, that's kind of my E3 review. Hot dang, Phil Spencer.